Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rayge, and we are back today to kick Mondays off here with the weekly reset in terms of covering every event that's wrapping up, in addition to all the things that are coming up in the weekly battle plan there that we've seen from the recent blog posts. So, without further ado, let's get started. And as per usual, if you guys like videos like this, please go down below, hit the like button below, and hit subscribe if you want more future videos just like this to help you guys out and complete these events completely free to play. So let's take a look, guys. First and foremost, I like to cover things that are wrapping up in the week, and then we'll talk about the other things that are actually coming around the corner here that you can best prepare for. We did get a quieter blog post than what we've typically seen. Usually there's a little bit more information, but I suspect with, the holidays and whatnot, they just wanted to give a little bit of information and then rerun some events that, a couple of things that we're going to be watching out for, as well as some traps. Okay, so always check the milestones here, guys, because these are all the ones that are with the events that are wrapping up. As you can see, this Liberty Rising event, this has been nice. It should be fully concluded now, and we still have one more war to take place in today from our side, maybe another war tomorrow depending on the time zone. But you can see here, it's been nice to just take advantage of some of these freebies for the intel. But remember, you have to actually click into the milestone to claim the rewards. We have this Hood Burst event, which is essentially playing with accursed team members, and you can get some these path to hood orb fragments to give you shards there. This is the big one, guys. The Fiery Incarnate event finally ending today. And remember, this is a 2-week leaderboard event for the diamonds here of Omega Red. In addition, in my eyes, the Gear Tier 20 piece is kind of what I was after, and hence why I've been staying course, doing the negative zones, and we've been actually doing really well. Just as a reminder as well, we still have the Mephisto heist here for 8 days. Fantastic echoes. A mistake in the last video where I thought that you actually need an invisible one, where you can just use actually any of the Fantastic Four MCU team, and then playing them in Blitz has allowed us to actually maximize all the milestones there. And we also have this fantastic Surge event, which has been great because this has been an additional avenue here, as you see, with the daily login streak and some resources here and there. Otherwise, there is the new Hood Rises event. This one's going to be an Alliance event here that you can see. Still collecting cells from the arena payout. But now the difference is we're going to be using Thunderbolts instead of Vigilante from last week to accumulate points there. So it's just a little nuance, something to be mindful of. But guys, this is the one I want you to pay attention to, because remember, this is a 2-week leaderboard event, and it was actually tied back to the Accursed Tower. As you can see, completely free to play, guys, because we hoarded energy at the beginning. We took advantage of the negative zone, and my goodness, I cannot believe that we are still sitting in the top 5,000 completely free to play. And this is the crazy thing, guys. If we do end up in this 5,000 mark, not that I was maintaining what I was doing from the beginning, but I'm surprised, to be honest. Maybe the spenders have dipped off a bit, and that's why I've been trolling my posts, because I'm a little surprised that I still have stayed and maintained my ranking throughout this time. Usually when I start off the event at a certain rank, I usually dip down lower and lower each week. But what probably happened is some folks have either skipped the negative zone or they just stopped spending altogether, because you can easily just tap offers up here in the top right. Now, as you can see, right, this uses a little tracker if you spent money, and as you can see, with all these different milestones still being available, I haven't spent any money because, quite to be quite honest, if I'm spending money in this game, I'm going to spend on something else, not an event. It'll be for another reason, but I don't even need resources in this game. So that's why, for me, there's really no purpose to spend. Just be free to play, have fun, be patient, because things like this can happen, right? Where we can land top 5K, and this is the crazy thing, guys. It's all really based on mathematics and understanding when the events reset to, right? I'm top 4,933 right now, and this is the crazy thing. I still have one more negative zone in about 7 hours and 49 minutes, and I'm gonna definitely hit that in before the reset. So just knowing these events and timing it and knowing exactly when to do it has kind of been key. So that's how I've been able to get through, guys. Just a little food for thought there. Remember, we get a break this week from leaderboards, which is massive. It give us time now to refresh. I'm probably gonna start hoarding campaign energy again. That's gonna be the big one. Now let's talk about the other things that are coming up this week that are huge. We have actually Satana. As you can see, my curse team's not even unlocked and fully built up. We have 100 shards for coming free to play today with the event. So July 7th, she's gonna be joining here for the Harbinger Week 2. Very similar to how Helverine was also in that same kind of command center era, basically a couple weeks ago, and that's gonna be located right here in this daily hub. So make sure you guys check that out. It'll be available right here. Instead of Intel credits, we'll see the 100 shards of Santana. that we can take advantage of. So make sure you do that. There's also a new strike pass here. So you can see here, if you guys already have accumulated all these by logging in, don't claim these yet, because remember, the strike pass is completed now. So we can wait for the reset to actually hit all these up and then get a head start. And that's going to give us an avenue once again for, I think there's going to be Hellfire, not Hellfire, there's going to be the new Accursed Team shards there. So definitely take advantage of that there. So don't claim it just yet, wait for the reset. And then speaking of SATANA, she's also getting added into the Intel store, so she's going to be available the same way that, you know, the Hood and Hellverine has been available. But again, I already noted this in my past videos, I'm skipping Accursed. It is what it is. But speaking of Negative Zone as well, guys, this one ends here in less than 8 hours, but there's going to be an actual new one here that you can see in preview, and they are returning here, guys, as you can see with the Harbinger version of it, which means you can only use these Chapter 1 Harbinger characters. It's a complete skip for me. I just don't have the time and intention to use a slotted team. The reason we are able to blast through and do this Negative Zone so well is because we can use any 5 characters. And I made a video on this as well, but I created an auto team where we can just do it quite easily. Doesn't matter where you are, you just log in, slap in your team and hit auto, and I could do that on the go. I could do that while watching TV. It was just so chill. So definitely something that I was pretty happy about, and that's actually what was the difference maker there for me as well, accumulating points and doing well in this event. Now, something else that's also coming, guys, not today, but in a couple of days, the return of the Shadow King trial. So he's coming back. Make sure you guys be on the lookout for that if you haven't maxed out his shards. I'm glad his event is still returning every month. It's been huge. But speaking of his return as well, we also have Battle World coming back, which means you know and I know as well that one of the best characters in the game then will be returning, which are Shards of Null. And as you can see, if you guys have not missed the step, this is going to be a chance to actually get your Null to 7 yellow stars, which means there's going to be a 7 red attached to him as well, depending on when that event comes. I believe it should be this week as well, so we're going to take advantage of that. So busy week, none to say less. You know, some things going on that are new, but a lot of this is just recurring stuff and just paying attention to. And again, what's nice about this week is there's no leaderboard, so we can just take it easy, accumulate and hoard resources, and just don't waste your time with stuff like this, right? Like the Negative Zone Harbinger, not worth it. But the Shadow King Trials is a good one because there's usually awards, as you can see here, being attached to the event. We'll go through that again, guys, with some of the updated teams. We've been doing that every single month, but to be honest, not much has changed. Hopefully you guys have been able to blast through it like myself as well, but we'll cover that once that comes out as well. So that's it in a nutshell, guys. That's it for everything for this week. Outside of any kind of unexpected announcements that Scopely and Marvel Strike Force is going to make, we'll see how much information is going to get circulated, because last week was that long weekend for them, and usually we've seen in the past when they're coming back from a long weekend, it's a little bit more slower, and they just try to fill in the void with some random announcements here and there, maybe some codes here and there, but either way, I will cover that, guys. So happy Monday. Thank you for your time as always. Hopefully this is helpful, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.